Week 3 over here. Brent Namco sitting in his appropriate spot according to Dustin Barkley, I hope.
It's not that hard.
Dustin, tell the fans about something awesome.
Thanks to our sponsor, MyBookie.ag. We like their motto. You play, you win, you get paid. Get onto their website, click on the link in the description, use the promo code SMACK. You get up to...
No, use the promo code SMACK.
Get up to 100% sign-up bonus, so check them out. Most trusted sports book on the web.
All right, gonna talk about quarterbacks to start off, and you might be like, how is Matt Stafford at number 6 after he threw for like 6 yards in the second half? Well, it's because I went to mybookie.ag, and the over-under on this game is 50.5. I think there's gonna be a lot of points on both sides there. So for Detroit, for Atlanta, lots of points equals I like a quarterback, and Matt Stafford has looked good other than that second half, obviously.
And we have been getting a lot of comments about, hey, do a buy low, sell high video, and we're going to incorporate that a little bit into this video. We don't have enough time during the week to throw in another video, but one guy that I do
You're welcome, my idea.
Is as a buy low is Marcus Mariota. Tough matchup against Seattle, so if he doesn't do amazing this week, I think you could get him for even cheaper. But week 2, Tennessee was scoring points. It just didn't happen with the fantasy people that were on most people's teams. Like, they put up a ton of points, but it wasn't Murray and it wasn't Mariota, who you typically would think that would be scoring you those fantasy points. But we still think he's a QB1, and if you're desperate for a QB in a deeper league, you could probably get him super cheap right now.
And if he does terrible this week, he could get dropped, and if that's the case, go ahead and scoop him. All right, as we move over to running backs, I'm gonna start with our #1 rated running back, and for the love of goodness, Le'Veon Bell, do something, because you're killing me right now. I own you in like every league, and he's averaging 3.2 yards a carry, making him 33rd in terms of running backs. Le'Veon, you're killing me, but he looks okay. He just hasn't had those bursts. He hasn't had those Le'Veon 20-yard runs or something, a big catch and run. I think it's coming this week against Chicago. I do believe he'll end as the #1 running back this week. Le'Veon about to break out. Last chance to possibly buy low if you have that opportunity for some reason.
That's what happens when you hold out.
Le'Veon.
Knocking the rust off.
He's going to do well. Send trade offers this week. He's going to be fine this year.
Another buy low I don't mind is Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, if you've drafted...
Oh, that's my other running back.
You've been disappointed at what he's done to this point. But if he's gonna break out, it's gonna be this week, going up against New Orleans. And I think the Olsen injury can definitely help McCaffrey. A lot of people are, bumping Benjamin up, and obviously there's gonna be more targets to go around all around. But McCaffrey should have plenty of opportunities going up against New Orleans, and we really like him this week.
If Cam can just hit, he had a touchdown last week, man.
He missed.
Come on, Cam.
Cam has not looked good.
And I've hated it because I've heard, oh, Cam can't throw the short distance. He's one of the most inaccurate passers. Like, come on, it's because he has anyone to throw to.
That one was
He's
pretty
actually
easy.
inaccurate. It's killing me right now. As we go to running backs, I want to talk about the Murray and Henry situation. Right now, we have them right next to each other because Murray is, a little bit questionable with a little bit of a hammy issue. So if Murray does not play, we are moving Henry way up this board because he did look great. If I was a Murray owner, I hope that you did handcuff him like we told you to with Henry. So keep that in mind. But if Murray is starting and looks like he is playing, I am definitely playing him. He's a great flex option still in my opinion, so don't be too worried about the slower start for him.
And one guy you should be worried about with a slow start is Jordan Howard. It has been ugly with him.
0 leagues I own him.
He's going up against Pittsburgh this week, so it could be rough again for him this week, but it's tough. I mean, we got him in the top 40, but at this point, he's a scary even flex play. But, I did want to talk about him real quick in terms of just, I think he's probably getting dropped in some leagues. And if you could get him for like maybe a James White or even like a Sproles, and that might be a stretch. Whoever owns him might just want to just ride it out and see what happens. But you might be able to get Howard super cheap right now. I know Cohen's looked good, but Howard is still the better, between the tackles type running back.
If you have Cohen, would you trade Cohen for Howard? Dustin Barkley.
It's a PPR league. I mean...
No, would you rather have Howard or Cohen is what I'm saying.
It depends on the league setting.
PPR, full point PPR.
I mean, probably. I don't think they're going to go...
You would take Howard over Cohen?
I think I'd take Cohen.
Yeah, that's what I mean too.
I don't think they're going to go away from Cohen, but I just think they are going to incorporate Howard. He's not going to completely go away. But before we get into wide receivers, Our FanDuel game, we're still having a hard time filling it up. We're getting to about 50, so we need those last little bit.
Mixed name Cosad.
Click on the link in the description. Thanks to everyone who's signed up so far.
Thank you.
If you need more incentive to sign up, they're doing a promotion right now with Playboy where you get a 1-year subscription to their digital magazine for signing up, and you also get a free entry into the Week 3 Daily Million, which is a $7 entry. So sign up, deposit $10, and you get those 2 things. And a shout out to E.T. Rocker, who won last week.
E.T. rocks!
He's gonna get a sweet t-shirt. We just can't quite get up towards the top. I was the best last week out of the FST people.
I was #1 after the 1 o'clock games.
Well, that doesn't win you anything.
Oh, I hate you. All right, as moving to wide receiver, I'm gonna talk about one of my boys, Keenan Allen. Still healthy. Happy about that. And you know, if you watch FST, you know I love me some targets, and his targets are solid. He had 9 catches for 100 last week, and Rivers is looking at him early and often. I think that if he stays healthy and you can get him at this point, I think he's not necessarily a buy low, but he's a guy that I do have a good feeling. I said before the season he's going to stay healthy. 100 catches is not out of the realm of possibilities for this guy.
Stephon Diggs, I want to talk about. He was something special week 1, but he proved week 2 that he needs Bradford back there. And that whole offense needs Bradford back there. So this ranking is, we kind of put him in the middle of where we would if we were feeling very confident about Bradford playing. So if Bradford's looking good, the reports are good, he's going to play, we'd probably move him up just a little bit more. But Diggs is definitely something special, so we'll see if Bradford can make it back this week.
Next receiver I'm talking about is Terrell Pryor, and he at this point I guess is a buy low. If he's gonna blow up, he probably has a good chance this week against Oakland, which is the highest over/under of the week, and that is according to mybookie.ag. So with that being said, Pryor though is a little bit scary to me, right? Because everyone started buying into the hype, and it doesn't look like his route running is great. He's dropped a couple balls, but they are still targeting him. The first game, I think he had 11 targets. So again, if you're gonna get him, try to get him really cheap right now. See if you can get something for him, because he does have upside, but he's not one of those guys I feel very confident is going to definitely be a wide receiver 1. Certainly not a 1, maybe not even a 2 this whole year.
Another decent buy low wide receivers, T.Y. Hilton. I mean. Just as like the Vikings need Bradford, the Colts need Luck. I mean, it is painful. And once Luck comes back, I think it puts Hilton right back on the map. They have Cleveland this week. It's certainly possible that Hilton could have a big gain and have maybe a long touchdown. But until we see something out of that offense, it's hard to rank Hilton any higher at this point. So that's why we got him.
I wanted him much lower.
That's why we got him at 31.
This is him being brought up.
And don't forget, post questions in the video. We're going to answer as many as we can, and Brent and I will be in the video responding to questions between 11 and 1 on Sunday morning. So if you got last minute questions, post them in this video and we will be on there.
Absolutely. All right, let's move over to tight ends. I want to talk about Jason Witten. And I know he's looked incredible. He's gotten those touchdowns. But in terms of the matchup this week, you're going to see a lot of other people, or anyone, maybe you don't listen to anybody else, good for you. But if you listen to other people, they're going to say, oh, Arizona's very tough against the tight end. It's a very tough matchup for Witten. He's going to do that. I understand that. Arizona is good against the tight end. But just look at the blueprint that Denver did to crush the Cowboys. And basically that's what left Witten so open. That's what the defenses I think are going to give Prescott. They're going to shut down Elliott. They're going to try to shut down Bryant, leaving Witten open. I think again he will be another nice target monster, good PPR option. We have him ranked much higher than other people, so I hope it works out.
And number 8, we got Evan Ingram. This guy's been impressive. I mean, he doesn't look like a tight end. He looks like just a big wide receiver, but they've been targeting him early and often. He's really kind of the only bright spot that I've seen in that Giants offense so far this year that's looked absolutely awful. Not the easiest matchup going up against Philly, but when you look at this list on who's below Ingram, I mean, he's exciting. He's a fun guy to throw in your lineup, and he's been getting targeted enough, and I think Beckham getting healthier and healthier is just going to take more attention off of him, so I think he's going to have some success this year, and we like him as a top 10 tight end.
As we move on to defense, I told you this last week, if a team plays the Jets or they play the Browns, I'm probably going to talk about them. It's worked out 2 weeks in a row for me. I'm going 3 for 3. I'm saying pick up the Miami Dolphins. They're playing at the Jets. The over-under is 42.5. Again, check that out on mybookie.ag. but the 42.5 with the Finns being like a 7-point favorite means Vegas doesn't think that the Jets are going to score many points, and nor do I, because they are a terrible 0-16 common football team.
And I'm going with the Eagles. I like them this week. Same over under 42.5, and the Eagles are -6. That Giants offense has just looked bad. You know they're going to be able to put some pressure on Eli. We might get the Eli interception face once or twice in this game, maybe a return touchdown. But that's our Week 3 rankings. We do update these throughout the week. You can click on the card and check out all the updated rankings after all the injury updates and everything. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave those comments. And thanks to Sneakies.com for printing our t-shirts for the winners of our FanDuel game. You can click on the link in the description for them as well.